If you're watching this right now and you haven't hit the like button, Billy, get on it. Bug your brother. Tell him to do the same.
3 studs and a dud. Week 9 awards. You filled in admirably last week, so thank you for that while I was away. Okay, let's get to it. Brighter pastures. Quite a few pitching studs to pick from this week. The dud.
Can you tell the bats have been quiet?
surprise you.
Yes.
The dud may surprise you. Okay, so as far as studs go, we're going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. We're going to start with a couple honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1. You mentioned it with the diving catch yesterday. 2 triples this week, a home run, and an OPS of 1,300 is Gary Kiermaier out there in the outfield. So tip of the cap, honorable mention there. Honorable mention number 2.
I love that's an honorable mention. Wow.
Right?
Like what a
I
week
know.
from Kiermaier. Yeah.
I know. Limited action. Did get into 4 games, only 10 at-bats. But he made hay in those 10 at-bats. So, and then of course defensive stalwart as well. Honorable mention number 2. He's been a dud maybe more than anyone else this year. Gavin Biggio had himself a week.
Yeah, he did.
Gavin Biggio, 3rd on the team in OPS this week, 1,015, 286 batting average. Had himself 4 hits, a home run, and 3 ribbies to go with that. So Gavin Biggio playing like his life is on the line, and maybe an overstatement, but I don't think by much.
Dude, this is really crazy what we're seeing out of Gavin Biggio in the last 2 weeks since Santiago Espinal hit the IL. He is hitting 389 with a 476 on base percentage and a 667 slug. This is Gavin Biggio we're talking
weird.
about. So.
It's almost like playing twice
Regular
a week
at bat.
is hard to stay hot. I mean, honestly,
we'll take it.
Look,
we'll take it.
I mean, we don't have to spend too much time on this. Maybe it's a better question for Long Toss, but hypothetically, if Espinal is out for a few weeks and Biggio stays hot, like we saw Biggio lose his job to Espinal last year, who just took second base and ran with it. I
think it's totally possible it can happen the other way. Absolutely, right? I agree. Yeah.
It's not like Espinal was hitting 295 before he went on the IL. Like he had struggles of his own with his limited reps. So who knows? Maybe there's some more stability out of second base moving forward, but we'll see. Anyways, for now, Gavin Biggio, honorable mention. Keep it up, because there's a lot of people that have lost faith in Gavin Biggio, myself included, and I'd love to be wrong.
Me too, buddy.
Okay.
Especially after being such a big defender in 2021 and most of 2022.
Really, really, truly. Okay, stud number 3 this week. Trevor Richards. We're going to talk more about him later in the episode, so I won't spend too much time on him, but he got into the game twice this week for 3 innings, 6 strikeouts.
He's a K King, man.
Like I said, again, I'm going to reserve the rest of my feedback because we are going to get to it later, but Trevor Richards, 3rd stud of the week. Stud number 2, also a pitcher, Gary Gausman. 2 games, 2 wins, 1 earned run across those 2 starts, 19 strikeouts. Look, he's been as close to an ace as we could have hoped for out of him this year. Right?
I would say so. And when it comes to Kevin Gausman, and for those of you who haven't noticed, he is throwing with the most velo he has.
Kevin Gausman. I said Gary Gausman.
Yo, you said Gary Kiermaier. You're just refusing to say Kevin. You're refusing to say Kevin. I thought you were like,
God.
It was tongue in cheek, right?
Oh my God. I get it.
This is Kevin zone. No Kevin Kiermaier. Gary Kiermaier. It's Gary Gausman.
I must have got hit in the head last night or something. Jeepers. Holy smokes. Sorry to all the Kevins of the world.
So this is Kevin Gausman's pitches as a Blue Jay. And last pitch so this is his fastest pitches. Okay, 99.3, which was the last pitch in the sixth yesterday. 99 May 10th. 98.9 June 5th of 2022. 98.8, which was yesterday. 98.7 yesterday. 98.7 yesterday. These are so yesterday he was literally throwing the fastest he's ever thrown, right? He hit 99.3, which is the highest velo of his career. And is it ever making his splitter, which is already completely unhittable most of the time, that extra little bit of a pain in hitters' side? Because my God, like, he was leaning on the fastball so much yesterday. Like, dude, I bet he was throwing it 70% of the time almost, which is a big change from what we saw earlier in the season. It's just, as a hitter, he's getting so good at mixing those pitches and changing his direction and keeping guys off balance with what he's going to do next. I mean, stud number 2 for the week, and really stud number 1 all year in that starting pitching staff. He's been unreal.
I mean, I don't know if he's the front runner for Cy Young in the American League.
He's on the list.
I'm looking at these numbers right now. So I've got the American League starting pitchers. This is sorted by ERA. I know that's not the be all end all, but that's going to be our starting point for this look. He's 7th on the list behind Luis Castillo, Nathan Eovaldi, Framber Valdez, Eduardo Rodriguez, Shane McClanahan, Sonny Gray. So he's 7th on the list in ERA. Tops in innings pitched, which there's real value in that.
Yeah.
When I look at Shane McClanahan and Sonny Gray, 27 walks, 24 walks. Kevin Gausman, 18. Edge Gausman. Strikeouts, though.
Yeah.
Of the 6 pitchers ahead of Kevin Gausman, the closest to him is Shane McClanahan with 82. He has 18 strikeouts more than anyone else ahead of him on the list. Everybody else is in the 60s and 70s for strikeouts. Kevin Gausman is at 100 now.
I mean, he's been unreal, and it's been a real shame because the Blue Jays haven't put many runs up behind him. I mean, he got the win for the first time yesterday in almost a month that he had a decision in a game that he pitched in, which is crazy because Yusei Kikuchi's sitting at 7 wins right now. So baseball, funny little game.
Funny little game. Anyways, Kevin Gausman, your second stud of the week. Stud number 1. We should just almost name this
just
position
a permanent fixture.
Him. Yeah. Stud number 1 once again. Bo Bichette, no surprise. OPS 1,115. I never know how to read OPS. Is it 1.115? Is it 1,115? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's good for Bo Bichette. Batting average 346. Yeah, you'll take that. Home runs, 3 of them this week. That'll do.
Yeah.
8 RBIs for Bo Bichette. Second place, Kevin Biggio, Matt Chapman, each with 3. Bo Bichette had more than them combined. So, Bo Bichette, as good as it gets, man.
Yeah, he's been the main offensive catalyst for this team all year long. He's currently sitting at a batting average. And I know that there's a lot of people who don't put a lot of stock in batting average anymore. But when you're hitting 336 with the kind of power and the kind of run production that Bo Bichette is, I mean, that is about as elite as you get in the game. This is a dude who is on pace for 35 home runs, and he's hitting close to 340. I mean, my God, we haven't seen anything like this in a Blue Jay uniform. Dude, I can't remember since John Olerud. Like, it's been a long time since we've seen this kind of mix of run production and batting average. So once again, Bo Bichette, stud number 1.
Also, only 1 error since April 7th.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at this correct. Sorry, since April 8th. So he had 3 in the first, 9 games of the season. He's had 1 since then. Bo Bichette, your stud number 1 of the week. Okay. Dud of the week. Oh, you ready? You got more to add?
No. Go ahead.
All right, dud of the week. Pains me to say this. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
As bad as it gets, man. I got the team stats for the week sorted by OPS. He is the absolute bottom of this list, save for Nathan Lucas, who had one at bat. So Nathan Lucas with triple zeros. I mean, I like triple O's, the fast food version of White Spot, but I don't like it in the OPS. Vladimir Guerrero, 384 for an OPS. That's putrid.
Not very good. He's in the biggest slump of his career. Literally the biggest slump since he's been in the majors. Now that said, I did see a stat where in the last week, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has the most hard hit balls. Yes, and that's the face that a lot of people are making at him. Adam is just hating that right now, even that being brought up. But he does have 8 of the hardest hit balls in baseball over the last week. So good awesome for him. This is what I was looking for. I was hoping to pull this up when we were still talking Bo, but we will just jump back on Bo for just a quick quick second here. So he's gone from 10th last year to the 32nd percentile in outs above average this season, and defensive runs saved from -16 last year to +3. So not elite by any measure, but definite major improvements. And to not acknowledge those improvements is ridiculous and showing a lot of bias. So great work on Bo, shoring up his defense on top of being the best hitter in baseball right now.
All right, there you have it. Your Week 9 awards, 3 studs and a dud, brought to you by me, Scott.